Hello, how are you today? Great. I hope you're good. My name's Kay, and got this first channel, this new channel, and I want to make a discussion today, and just a short little thing. I'm going to talk about Skor candy bar. Okay, you probably saw there's a picture of it, and that Skor candy bar was left under the seat of my car about a year ago. And every time that we looked for that Skor bar, we couldn't find it. Skor's like, I think it's from Hershey. It's sort of chocolate with caramel inside. I don't really eat them, but my friend, she just loves them. So what happened was I had a stroke. I was out in Montana working for the summer. And I just took off and left and talked to my husband about it on a Monday. And by Monday night, I had a job. And all I had to do was drive. I had a good vehicle. I got good tires. I got a well-maintained vehicle. And I had a sewing business going on that wasn't doing too well. It was sitting next to a bar, and all these people promised to come in with their stuff, and nobody ever did. So, like I said, that was Monday, and then Wednesday we decided to close the shop, and by Friday at 4 o'clock I was on the highway, headed to Montana by myself at age 60, believe it or not. And I had a husband and dogs and a house and everything, and it was like the total unknown. And it was still cold out. It was still very cold out. So what I did was filled the tank up. I had the credit cards, mostly debit cards, so I could pay as I go. And I had some money in my pocket. I had about $1,500. And I took off. I didn't tell my family. My husband knew about it. He was like, yeah, go ahead and go. And I said, you're going to retire, and I'm just charting our path, because we were both kind of afraid, but I'm more of the gutsy kind. And then we decided he decided to say, okay, you can go. That's my husband. So I head on out. It was a little cold. Talking about North Dakota, it was very cold. You're talking a I think it was about a 28-hour drive. And I did not make reservations at hotels. I did not want to go and sleep in a hotel. I was going to try to sleep in the truck. Well, I had fibromyalgia, and that thing just crept up on me, bingo, on the way out. I mean, when I would get up, I hurt so bad. It was like sharp pains, and I walk in the bathroom, whatever. So I'm going to cut some of this short. I'm going to get on to the Montana and working in Yellowstone area there in another video. But this video is about the Skor bar. I got to keep focusing on that frickin' Skor bar. So I went out and I worked and everything, and I began to have health problems. And the next thing you know, I had a stroke, and I knew it. I was walking around, and my leg was dragging, and my speech was slurred and all that. But I was in denial, so I still went to work. I worked for like 3 days, I think, lifting heavy stuff and all that. And I didn't do anything. Well, by Friday, I couldn't read the food tickets, because I'm a cook. I'm a line cook too. So, amongst other things, you're going to learn all about my good qualities. I'm a pretty good line cook. I care about quality, things like that. And if you notice, this channel is cooking for someone else, because that's what I really like to do. So I'll try to incorporate some cooking into this. Anywho, I had a stroke, and I got shipped up to Billings, Montana, and x-rays and whatever you call it, CAT scans. I got videos of it. I can see exactly where I had a brain bleed. It's about the size of a large walnut, and I believe it was up here or here, one of these sides. And it just so happened that it was at a place where it was going to just dissipate. It was just going to go away. I was freaking lucky, because if I would have had that somewhere else, I'd been paralyzed. So my family, I decided I was coming home. So I contact my girlfriend. My girlfriend flew out to Salt Lake City. I actually drove 5 hours down to Salt Lake City to pick her up. Picked her up. She bought a Skor bar. Dropped it somewhere in the truck. Couldn't find that Skor bar anywhere. So I dug around. I couldn't find it. So I went to Chocolate World months later, bought her Skor bars. We'd go out to eat or something, and she would buy a Skor bar. So I'm working out here on the porch, and there's a wrapper underneath the front porch, and I said, you know, this is funny. I'm going to take a picture of this and tell her this is a Skor bar. And I flashed a picture of that and sent it to her. I said, oh, there for a minute, I thought it was a Skor bar. And she and I got such a kick out of this. So I was cleaning out my car yesterday, and I'm talking I was digging deep. I had a knife in my hand, I had claws and Armor All, and I was really digging deep into that. And I tell you what, you guys, I really want to motivate you to get some claws and some spray and go out and detail the inside of your car. You wouldn't believe the dirt you get. And when it's done, I mean, I cannot wait to get in my truck and drive. I just love my truck. So I was cleaning, and lo and behold, I pulled out a Skor bar. I took pictures of it, sent it to her. I said, look what I finally found, the Skor bar, after all these years. Because, see, she's a great friend, but she's just a little nutsy. Well, she's nutsy like me. And she got such a huge kick out of this. So that Skor bar was down under there about, a good year, because, we haven't been able to find it since I had my stroke. So that's the story about the Skor bar and batting back and forth. And I suggest that if you have a friend, you find something like that and just take the effort and just like send pictures back and forth, make each other laugh and have a good time. Because, that's what life's about. It's really about having fun, not struggling constantly, because we do that. But if you can escape and get a little laughing going in your life, do it. It's so important, okay? So listen, have a great day, and thank you, and hopefully you subscribe and come back, because I got some funny stories to tell you. I know that one wasn't, super funny, but I got some funny stuff to tell you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you so much. Like and subscribe.